Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we will be doing a mock draft prior to free agency. With the number one pick, we have Fernando Mendoza. Ain't nothing to debate there. He's obviously the best player in the class. Hopefully the future of the Raiders. Number two, we have the Jets. I have him going Arvell Reese. There's debate whether it should be David Bailey or Ruben Bain, but Arvell Reese is a versatile player, could play linebacker or off the edge. They just traded Jermaine Johnson, so I think this is the best pick for them. Cardinals at 3. I have them going Spencer Fana. Obviously, there was times this season where he looked better than others, but overall, I think he's one of the best in this draft, and I think he's better than Francis Magnolia. Number 4, we have the Titans. I have them going Ruben Bain. I think Ruben Bain has lots of upside. There's been games this season where he struggled, but overall, finished 12 sacks, looked good in the playoffs. So, I think that's their best pick here. And number 5, I have the Giants going with Sonny Styles. At the combine, Sonny Styles looked really good. He's really athletic, and I think that's what the Giants need. They need some help on defense, and I think he could be a good run stopper, impacting the pass game. Number 6, I got Francis Magnolia. The idea for the Browns in this draft is to be helping the offense. Depending on who the quarterback is, I don't think it matters. But with their 2 picks, we're going to help them with the O-line, and then later we're going to get a wide receiver. With number 7, we got the Commanders. I'm going to go with David Bailey. Has some upside. You could argue he's better than Ruben Bain over here, but it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, they do play in the Big 12, Texas Tech, so their competition isn't the best, but this could be a good pick, and he could have some good upside. Number 8, with the Saints taking Jeremiah Love. You could argue that they need some wide receiver help along Olave, but I think it's time for Alvin Kamara to get out of that backfield. He's been on his last life for the last few years, and it's time to bring some new life, and I think Jeremiah Love could be top 2 best player in this draft class. Number 9, we got the Chiefs. I have them taking Montour Delane. They just traded Trent McDuffie to the Rams. I think Montour Delane is the second best corner in this draft. Jamard McCoy could be better, but the injury history, I'm just going to have them taking Montour Delane. Looked pretty good at LSU this season. At pick 10, we have the Bengals. Have them going with Caleb Downs. It's kind of an odd situation with Caleb Downs. I think he would be a top 3 player in the class, but safety isn't valued here. So Bengals could have went with an O-line, help the defense, but safety is a weird position, and I'm going to have them think Caleb Downs. Number 11, I have the Dolphins taking Carnell Tate. I think Carnell Tate slides in this draft because his combine performance was not the best. But I think they should team him up with Jalen Waddle, and whoever that quarterback is in Miami will have some good threats down the field. Number 12 for the Cowboys, I have them going Caleb Banks. Caleb Banks, obviously, big body, 330 pounds, good run stuffer here. Didn't play much in this season due to injury, but I think he has some upside that we saw at the Senior Bowl. At number 13, we have the Rams. I'm taking Monroe Freeling. He looked really athletic at the combine. Saw sparks of greatness this season, and I think they could improve their tackle depth for the future. Number 14, I have the Ravens going with Kenyon Sadiq. This dude is easily top 5 best player in this draft class. It's just, again, along with Caleb Downs, the positional value ain't there. So, I mean, he could have went much earlier, I think, to the Commanders, who lost Zach Ertz this season. But I think this situation is going to be they're going to draft Kenyon Sadiq, and then he could sit behind Mark Andrews for a few games. And I think at the trade deadline, Mark Andrews gone, Kenyon Sadiq in. Future of that franchise to help Lamar Jackson over that hump. Number 15, I have the Buccaneers taking Caldrick Balk out of Auburn. Obviously, he has the build to have great potential and upside in this league. 6'6", 285, he's fast. His arms are long. I think he's not instant impact, but in the future, he could be one of the best in this league. Number 16, I have the Jets taking Mekhi Lemon with their second pick in this draft. Mekhi Lemon could team up with Garrett Wilson. I don't think it's going to fix their issues of them being a bunt organization, but I think he could be a good franchise player there. Obviously, the best wide receiver in this draft, arguably, but I like the Jets taking him here. Number 17, I have the Lions taking Jamard McCoy. They need some secondary help, as we saw this season. I mean, they dealt with some bad injuries, but their backups, their depth wasn't really that good. Jamard McCoy didn't play this season due to injury, but looked very good years prior. And this is a risk, but if the Lions have any part of their window open, they need to strike. Number 18, I have the Vikings taking Dylan Diamond. Looked very good at the combine. I think he could be right up there with Caleb Downs. Looked good at Oregon. And Vikings need some help in the secondary. At number 19, the Panthers taking C.J. Allen. Panthers, they would win a game, then lose a game next week. I think C.J. Allen he's not perfect, but this linebacker class is deep, and I think he has upside, which I think could help the Panthers long term because they're not ready to win now, but it's a good move, I think. At number 20, I have the Cowboys taking Emmanuel McNeil-Warren. Again, safeties, pretty good this class. You could compare him to Dylan Diamond. They could be interchangeable, I think, where you placed him, but he looked pretty good. Only consideration is played at Toledo. Not the best competition over there, but I think he has the athleticism to be pretty good. I have the Steelers taking Jordan Tyson. Obviously, when he plays, one of the best to do it this season. The last few seasons really, but he's injury prone. And that's going to be taken into account when looking at his draft stock, and that's why I think he sinks so far down in this draft. But realistically, could go higher, could go lower. Have to see. Number 22, we got the Chargers going. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it, but easily the best guard in the class. They need help. We all saw that playoff game. It was pretty bad. And, I mean, to be fair, they were just injured, but didn't look too good. Number 23, I have the Eagles taking Akeem Mesidor. I mean, he's not that bad of a player. Only downside when he's coming on your team, he's 25. And I think he's good with the Eagles because if they think their window has any chance of still being open, I think taking that player that has experience to start right away, including if Jalen Phillips leaves, is the best option. Or I think he could slide to day 2 if no one else wants him because of the age. Pick 24 of the Browns, helping the offense again with Omar Cooper Jr. He looked really good, including that down the stretch in that second half of the season. Really became that wide receiver 1 for Fernando Mendoza since that Penn State game with the beautiful toe tap. I think he has a good upside, elusiveness that could help that wide receiver room and whoever that QB is. At number 25, the Bears taking Peter Woods. There's been arguments that Peter Woods could slide into day 2. He didn't look too good this season. Do I think he's upside? Yes. He looked very good past 2 seasons, but it's hard to tell because Clemson really had nothing to play for this season. So, number 26, Bills. Haven't taken Denzel Boston. I know, this is crazy. They just traded their second round pick for DJ Moore, but he's not that guy. They may think he is. I think they overpaid. They got scammed. But Denzel Boston brings something into that room that they don't have. Height, 6'4", big body, good route artist. I think he could learn some stuff from DJ Moore and eventually become that good wide receiver 1 that Josh Allen's looking for. Number 27, the 49ers taking TJ Parker. He had a good Senior Bowl, good combine. Same story with Peter Woods. Could have better upside, but Clemson wasn't really fighting for anything this season. Looked better in 2024 when they had trying to make that run for the playoffs. But it's okay. I think that he could really help this. It's really hard to tell because their defense is always hurt, but I think he could really be a good long-term player and even not good depth. Number 28, I have the Texans taking Emmanuel Bregnon. Nothing much to say except for kind of along the same line as the Chargers. We saw CJ Stroud this season. Bro's getting pounded. They need some help. They traded Titus Howard to the Browns for some reason. For some reason, they trading away their best offensive players on the line. So hopefully this could help shape them up. Number 29, Chiefs with their second pick. I'm going Blake Miller. I think they could. They could always have some help on the offensive line. Chiefs did not look good, but including after losing some key players like Joe Tooney, no easy guard, but still they need some new life in that room with Josh Simmons. Number 30, I have the Broncos. They could be reaching, but I'm taking Jacob Rodriguez. He was 5th in Heisman voting. Looked really good at Texas Tech. But he had some good attributes at the combine. So I think that if there was anyone to reach in the class, it would probably be on Jacob Rodriguez. 31. I had the Patriots taking Cassius Howard. Cass Howard, he looks pretty good. Obviously, he has some short arms, which is questionable, but 6'2", 248 could be a good threat off the edge for this Patriots team, who could be losing Chison, but we'll see how that turns out. Then the final pick in this draft, trade between Avion Terrell and Brandon Cease. I think for a majority of the season, everyone had Brandon Cease going there, but he kind of fell off. So we have Avion Terrell going here. Alright, guys, so it's the final look of my draft here. Obviously, this was the first video on this channel, so it's a little scuffed, but hopefully over time we get better. Maybe there's some casual takes in here, but we'll have to see. Thanks for watching. If anyone watched this, subscribe, like, maybe comment. But thank you guys.